Welcome everyone, and thanks for joining me. I'm Dr. Kelly Diehl, Senior Director of Science Communications, and today I'll be reviewing the new canine health studies that were recommended for funding by this year's Scientific Advisory Board. Let's get started. This first proposal I'll review is quasi-organelles with intracellular control of oncogenesis to treat histiocytic sarcomas. This study comes to us from a team at Michigan State University. Histiocytic sarcoma is a very aggressive cancer that is nearly 100% fatal in dogs, and we have very few treatment options for this terrible disease. This team is developing something called a quasi-organelle, which are living engineered bacteria that can enter cancer cells, take control of certain proteins that are involved in abnormal cell division, and reset them back to normal growth, which is a really unique way to treat cancer. This study is basic bench research that hopefully will lay the groundwork for future clinical trials in dogs. The next project approved is Revisiting Canine-Acquired Idiopathic Megaesophagus. Does myasthenia gravis continue to be the underdiagnosed culprit? This study will take place at the University of Cambridge in the United Kingdom. Acquired idiopathic megaesophagus is a disease of dogs where the esophagus dilates and dogs have difficulty swallowing. Idiopathic, of course, means we don't know why the disease developed. Some of you may be familiar with the neurologic disease myasthenia gravis, or MG, which can cause megaesophagus in addition to other neurologic signs. Sometimes MG only affects the esophagus, and we have tests for myasthenia gravis, but it can be a tricky disease to diagnose. This team will take a deeper dive into cases labeled idiopathic megaesophagus because they believe that myasthenia gravis might still be the culprit behind these cases, even if they tested negative for MG at the time. The team is going to look for special markers of MG to see if they're present, because there are treatments that could be used that are specific to myasthenia gravis that might help some of these dogs. And in addition, the team could uncover a new treatment target. The next study approved is Integrating Oral Rabies Vaccination and Facial Recognition Technology to Enhance the Well-Being of Dogs and the Community in Tanzania. Although well controlled in North America, rabies still continues to kill millions of dogs and many thousands of people in other areas of the world. This study is taking place at World Global Animal Health Tanzania and has several aims. One is to test a new oral vaccine, and also another aim is to test an improved cooling method to keep the vaccine stable when traveling to rural areas. The team is using a really nifty system that builds on some ancient technology for storing the vaccines. Their final aim is to see if a facial recognition app can help them track vaccination in these community dogs. The final study that was recommended for funding is a Dr. Rod Page Oncology Fellowship Training Study. Dr. Page is a world-renowned oncologist and the first principal investigator of the Golden Retriever Lifetime Study. The project title is Engineering a Monoclonal Antibody Therapy for Canine Mast Cell Tumors. Mast cell tumors are one of the most common cancers we see in dogs. Many are easily treatable with surgery, but some can be very aggressive, and veterinarians have limited treatment options for these types of mast cell tumors. This study is taking place at the University of California, Davis. The fellow is going to develop a special type of antibody that will attack and destroy only mast cells, providing a new type of therapy that can improve outcomes and extend survival, especially in dogs who have mast cell tumors that cannot be surgically removed or are especially aggressive. What's next? Once these studies are approved, the studies get a second look by our Animal Welfare Advisory Board. This board is made up of ethologists, behaviorists, and animal welfare experts who take another look at the animal use in each study recommended. If they have any questions or concerns, they'll correspond with the principal investigator, and once they give the thumbs up, the grants go into our contracting process. We anticipate all the grants will begin work this spring. I want to thank everyone again for tuning in to review this amazing slate of proposals, and I'm especially grateful for all of our wonderful donors and supporters.